Hello all, this video is on Waterproof Ultrasonic Sensor version 2 and we'll be using ESP32 Supermini C3 and for displaying data we'll be using OLED. This AJSR04M is version 2 type of ultrasonic and it is waterproof. It has got ground 5V pin, trigger pin and echo pin. Apart from that it is printed RX and TX. So it is capable of UART also. The main IC is STM IC and it has got a comparator IC LM324 and a crystal oscillator. And for UART setting, there is a R19 resistor setting that we will see in this video. And it has got a long cable and a waterproof transceiver. The transceiver is built in a single module and it is waterproof IPv65 module. And the board can be placed at a distant place as there is a wire is long. And there is also a version 3 model which is a bit costlier than the version 2 model. It uses same IC STM and LM324, but it has got 3 settings, that is mode 0, 1, 2 settings according to the resistors to be soldered. That is for the next video. The same sensor can be connected to the board of version 3. In this video, we'll be using version 2 model, and for microcontroller, we'll be using ESP32 C3 Supermini type. It has got 400 KB SRAM and 4 MB flash, 384 KB ROM. It is Wi-Fi and BLE capable. It is 3.3 volt device, but you can supply 5 volt and ground safely as there is inbuilt regulator. And there is TX RX pins and SDACL pins. And there are 2 buttons, RST and boot buttons. While connecting the C cable for the first time to the PC, you have to hold the reset button and then press the boot button. Now release the reset button and then the boot button. Now the COM port will be allotted, otherwise it will keep on resetting. So this is very important while using the C3 mini module. And this version 2 will be supplying 5 volt supply that we will take from the C3 mini itself. That pin configuration is shown here, and then GPIO 5 to echo and GPIO 4 to trigger. In the echo pin, we'll be using a level shifter on series 1K and parallel 2K to ground, as it is receiving data from the microcontroller is 3.3 volt. So the echo pin is at 5 volt, so you need this level shifter. And in this Arduino IDE, you have to add the JSON file for the same ESP32 JSON file, and then from the board manager search for ESP32 and install the latest version so that the board is recognized. And while selecting the board, you have to select as ESP32 C3 development board, and then you have to select the COM port. The COM port is shown only after that reset and boot button trigger as shown previously. Now the board is selected. Now upload this simple code. That is same code as that of standard classic ultrasonic, but you get a error message. That is ESP ROM message. It is still at this message. That means the code has not been uploaded and it is still in the boot mode. To solve this, you have to set the USB CDC on boot to be enabled. Go to tools, and then to use the serial over USB, you must enable this CDC on boot. That is common device class option that should be enabled. This activates USB serial port after the boot. So this main thing, and then you have to the flash mode set it as DAO safely. That is uses two data lines. So these two settings are very must. USB CDC on boot to be enabled, and then DAO is the flash mode. Now you upload the code. There will not be error. The code is uploaded, and you will get the readings. That is the distance readings in centimeter. So the blind zone is 20 centimeter. Below 20 centimeter, it will not detect. So this is the serial monitor data you are getting, and the blind zone is 20 centimeter. After 20 centimeter only, this sensor will read the distance. That is the echo trigger pulses generated from the microcontroller, and the echo will detect the object, and distance is calculated according to the speed of the sound. That calculation is done in the code. So this is capable of up to 600 centimeter distance calculation. Now let us add one OLED for the display. So we'll be using that SDA SCL pins. SDA is GPIO 8 and SCL is GPIO 9. And we use the Adafruit library and declare the OLED SDA SCL pins, and the OLED I2C address is 0x3C. We declare the trigger pin as 4, GPF4, and echo pin as 9. And in the void setup, serial.begin is 115200, and pins are declared as output, and we trigger a burst, that is 40 kilohertz burst in microseconds. We trigger the burst, and then the echo pin will reply, and the distance is calculated according to the function here. Now in the serial monitor you will get the readings, and as well as in the OLED display you get the readings. This white OLED display, the display is very clear, and the blind zone is 20 centimeter. After 20 centimeter only, the sensor will show the distance. Below 20 centimeter, it is blind zone. The object will not be detected. So this is mainly used for water level, as a water level sensor for overhead tanks. So it is best suited for a water level sensor. So let us use it for let us use to sense the level of water in a bucket of water. So initially the level is shown around 26 centimeter. If you take out the water, the level will go down, the distance increases, so it clearly senses the level of the water. So the sensor should be fixed at a fixed position, and it transmits the ultrasonic burst and calculates the level of the water. So mainly this sensor is used to read the level of the water in the overhead tanks. In the future videos, we'll show an exact practical application. So now let us see the next UART function. That is, there is a R19 solder dot which is open now. That means it is in echo trigger mode. Now if you solder a resistor here, that is for mode 3 you have to solder 120K. For mode 2 it will be 47K. We'll be using 120K resistor so that it goes to automatic serial port UART mode. So we'll be using the TX pin of this ultrasonic sensor. We have soldered 120K resistor at R19 position. That enables the UART mode, and GPIO 10 is used as RX of the ESP32 Mini. This is the code. SDA is declared as pin GPIO 9 and GPIO 8, and SCL is GPIO 9, and serial RX pin is 10. Hardware serial is enabled, and then the OLED is initialized. Now in the mode 3 we wait for the hex 0x55 on RX, and then for the reply. The data format is 0xFF plus high byte data plus low byte data plus sum 1, total 8 bytes. So according to this, the distance is calculated inside the loop. That is, after waiting for the 0x55, we just parse this data, frame data, and calculate the distance. So this is the result. And here also the blind zone is 20 centimeter. After 20 centimeter only, it'll detect the object. So it'll wait for 0x55 on the UART pin, and then the frame byte is parsed to get the data. It is displayed on the OLED. Thank you for watching.